Hello, this is Homesteading Northwest Florida, and it is December 15th, 2023 at 12:30 in the afternoon, lunchtime. Happy lunchtime. And it looks like at our thermometer here, it is 69 degrees, maybe 70 it'll get to today. We're doing some cleanup of leaves. And I wasn't going to clean up any leaves, but they cleared the farm field next to me today and yesterday, and I saw a rat jump out of that area where he had the bush hog going. And I'm like, oh, here they come. Here come the rats. So I was not going to get rid of a lot of leaves, but and this area was all vines and brush before, but because they cleared this over here, I am. And there's the machine down there. He probably took his lunch break, but this whole field scared the field mice out of here, or the field rats, or the fruit rats, or whatever we got here in Florida, that come into my cars and eat my wires. So we are going to be clearing leaves and, making sure we don't have any garbage laying around. So today, I had a burn barrel this morning, started it when the farmer started cutting down his brush over here. I don't think he baled any of it. I don't think he planted last year. He must have heard on the farmer's almanac that it was going to be a terrible year for it. So I started with the push lawnmower bagger, sucking up some leaves in certain areas. And I was gonna leave it so the weeds didn't, or maybe we could get some grass or it would fertilize the soil. But I'm going to get into this area too for the Chinese privet. I'm going to take this area out so the birds can hunt without an invasive tree being there. Whole bunch of them that are all whippy, 10-foot whips coming out of one. They can't get in there. So anyhow, here's my start to that. But anyhow, and I just cleared this with the lawnmower going back and forth to the compost pile. And I'm going to have another pile of leaves for the compost pile, which will probably be here in this low spot. This is kind of my dump area too, that has grass and leaves and more. If it's weedy, I will dump stuff here, weeds and other refuse. But here's my biochar, and this is I had a great big pile here from clearing over there, other Chinese, and from cutting down the great big oak trees. The tops of the oak trees and the tops of the Chinese privet that I harvested for firewood, here's the biochar from it. And I did have a can in here, so I got a can and I started spraying it. That's the black areas where I sprayed with water. And then this area is still burning and cooking down. Actually, in there, I think I'm going to dump the whole thing. And I have a tuber in there, too, that's going to burn way slower. I have a Smilax greenbrier tuber in this burn barrel that, that would take forever to burn, but at least maybe it's dead. Maybe it's cooked. But yeah, it's in there. You can see the tuberous looking like a potato. But anyhow, I'm gonna tip this barrel over and spray it so that it doesn't get too far gone and it just turns into ashes, which is not what you want. You want stuff like that black stuff that's little pieces of burnt charcoal. So try to leave it like that. Then I'll probably put it in a wheel, and here's a poison ivy log that it was rotty and it had too much poison ivy on it to use it as anything good, so that'll be a separate burn. And yeah, so yep, burned the tops of trees. It was green and, you know, smoky, but you got to do something with all this growth around here, you know. Like, you know, you gotta do something, you know, cut down trees because they're growing one on top of each other, and, you know, plenty of sweet gum trees also, you know, they just grow one right on top of each other. Big tall trees, tons of trees. And here's a magnolia that I got. I got to get the green briar off of this. All right, so there's a tuber in the ground, and the green briar wants to get anything to get it up towards the light. So I'll come by with the chopper and chop this all up at the base, start at the base. I'm not going to dig up the tubers. I only do that where it's like evident. But yeah, we got trees on top of trees. So we will be cutting more trees down, large trees. And you got to do something with all the tops of it. But I'm expecting a rat infestation, so I'm cleaning things up here. And, oop, there's a lizard. The brown lizards are doing a little bit better than the, oh yeah, brown lizards right there. Lots of these anole lizards. Lots of them. And they sometimes do a little bit better than the green ones. Or they turn from green to brown, who knows? But I think they're two separate species, or the brown ones are a little bit more active. Like here, yeah, here's a branch that I'm got from the Chinese privet tree, one that it fell out of the wheelbarrow. But anyhow, yeah, the brown ones seem to do a little bit better with the cold during the winter. And then we have the blue-tailed skinks here, the 5-striped skinks. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep rats from building up around here without using poison. That's why I'm clearing. You know, and I don't know what to do with all my stuff here. I might move it into the center, like suck up all the leaves and then move stuff to the center here so that the birds of prey can have a chance to get something. I'm just picking up some stuff. This will be in the next burn barrel because I have a tendency to do that, to just keep on throwing it in when it's not going to get right. So, what I think we're going to do here now is tip this thing over and spray it. I bet it's done. Everything's pretty charcoalized. You don't want it to get too overdone. So, well, maybe I can do this without a glove. Alright, put my glove on here. There we go. There we go. That's it. And now we're going to spray it. Because I don't think it can get any, especially this area. We're going to spray that area first. So we got about a wheelbarrow full of biochar here. And I'll pick out whatever didn't really get burnt. And my burn barrel's falling apart. But I'm not buying anything. That's my latest thing here, is I'm not buying a damn thing. Merry Christmas, and I'm not, if they're just going to give us all our money all the way to